big fights out there. Look, I'm not going to mention any names, but we see losses, and I say, look, there's plenty of tomato cans in the heavyweight division. You know, they shouldn't be where they are. You know, I rank a lot of these in the top 10 as useless. They're only there because the promoters has got them there. Really, did he belong there? No. They should be sweeping up the gym in my eyes.
So that's why Johnny Fisher's dad eats Chinese food, is it? Hey? He's a part-time welder, is he, as well? Hello all you hardcores out there, how are you doing? Good pee here, but you know that, don't you? Kent, a good thing for you to do, Kent, is stop nicking my one-liners, because your fan club are moaning. Do what you want, Kent lad. As long as you're enjoying yourself, it's all that matters, isn't it? Is it raining? No, stop now. 110 quid to fill up, it's a joke, innit? Great Britain, do me a favour. There's 70 miles I can get out of this now. If I go into miser mode, like my dad. My dad used to freewheel down hills when I was a kid. So what are you doing, man? Get your toe down, you're showing me up. So I'm getting miles to the gallon. Well, that's going to be me now. Right, here's a video for you. Keep getting abuse, don't I, from the can mans. People around the can man like to abuse me. I wish I could play some of these messages. I'm going to save them. I'm going to save them all. So anyway, I got into a little bit of a debate with somebody this morning about Dillian White, the can man. Do you know anybody who wants it? Can get it, as long as they've got COVID and they're over 49. And it turns out, when you look at Dillian White's career, and Audley, Harrison, A-Force, yes I can! I'm the can man, and yes I can! The can men! The yes I can and the I can man! Can't they think of an original down there at Matchroom? Well, the Lone Wolf! Mind games! Mind games! Not talking to Fury! Mind games! Mind games! Well, let's break it down, their careers, shall we? What has they won? Well, White's got a vacant British against Ian Lewinson, big 20 stoner, eh? And Audley's got a IST he went to a European title, wasn't it? He won European title against Sprott, didn't he? But Audley's Commonwealth gold, Olympic gold. Dillian White hasn't got none of that, has he? So who's the most successful out of the careers? Well, Audley Harrison, you could say, give boxing a boost, didn't he? And then Amir Khan. But traffic wardens walking about around here. I don't like them. But Audley give boxing a boost, didn't he? But Dillian White, and as he always done, he's boosted his bank account. We've got a man here that showed you how to manipulate social media like Dillian White. He's worth millions, isn't he, Dillian White? Now got a European title. Why is nobody gagging for a European title these days? Why? What's happened to European title? Good belt to win, that. Good springboard for a top 15 ranking. Why do they need to do that though when you can fight stiffs, waste men? That's how I look at it. So what next for Dillian White? Well, and what next for Audley? Well, Audley, he's already on Skid Row, isn't he? But the other one, Dillian White, what next for him? Where does he go now? Why doesn't he drop down a level and fight for a European title? Why not? Why not? Case to get beat now. They're at that end of the game. They're at that stage of the game now where they're not shouting about. They've been shouting about legacy, haven't they, Dillian White? Legacy. Do me a favour. nearly 4 years as mandatory or WBC number 1, so he's telling us. But we've just seen his performance, he wasn't worthy of that, wasn't it really? Stated this on A1 here. Wasn't really worth that, was it really? He's not worth that ranking, is he, Dylan White? Eh? How can he be worth that ranking? You've seen the performance. Will he be the same fighter again? Why didn't he call Dubois out? Oh, Nathan Gorman against Dylan White. It's a good fight, you know that. Nathan Gorman against Dylan White. Imagine that. Let's have a look what's going on here. This is not looking good. No, I just think that Dylan White, the lone wolf, the can man, I think he's played a blinder like Joshua. I think the pair of them, no, they can fight, can't they, obviously, but they've been overhyped for what they are and carefully matched, haven't they? That's how I look at it. Look at some people on Dylan White's record while he was WBC number 1, in his words. Malcolm Tan. What are you fighting Malcolm Tan for if you're supposedly WBC number 1? Shocking from Dylan White, shocking. Audley, he had no gonads, did he, really? He's got a better CV if you're talking about legacy. If you're talking resume, he's got a better CV, hasn't he? If you're talking hardware, he's got plenty of jewellery, hasn't he? White, and has he? All he's got is that wolf noise. Oh! When he got his ring against Fury, he was like a poodle, wasn't he? Like a little poodle. Eh? Lone wolf to a poodle. Landed one punch like Audley Harrison, so they've both got similar records against the top tier guys, haven't they? Obviously Audley Harrison landed a jab on Davey Day and then obviously got put into orbit. Dylan White landed one punch, didn't he, on Kitty mate pulling out here. Dylan White landed one punch on Tyson Fury, didn't he, before he got put on Planet Jupiter. I don't know where I dug that one up from. Planet Jupiter. Well, I'm being truthful here, aren't I? That nobody want me to tell the truth. Where does Dylan White go now? Does he deserve a pay-per-view fight? Hey, is that all the talk about? Pay-per-view. Strap your car on right, mate. Too many people are buying these transporters, you know. Oh, I'm just going to get a pickup, transport cars about, charge whatever a car. Well, strap the cars on then, properly. Well, I think my car will get took from A to B by some waste man. No, Dylan White, this is what I see happening. How could Joshua get any respect whatsoever if he fights Dylan White, the can man, next? Or if the can man fights Chisora? Who wants to see that? The can man and Chisora, oh come on! We've seen it twice, we don't want to see that. Dylan White didn't want Joshua at Wembley a few years ago, did he? So why should we be bothered about him now? He had his opportunity, shot his mouth off, so how can we buy into Dylan White on a pay-per-view? We can't, can we? You can wheel as many people out on social media who know Dylan White, who want to go into bat for him, but the fans are now not stupid, are they? You know why that is? Because I'm the deterrent. I'm the deterrent. You know what happens when the ice breaks, don't you? Fall in water and I'm underneath it. But I don't want to see Dylan White in with Chisora next or Joshua. I want to see Dylan White in with Wilder. We want to see Chisora in with Wilder. We want to see Joshua in with Wilder. We want to see these frauds put to kit. But get home to the families. Wilder's a proper deterrent, isn't he? Nobody's queuing up to fight him, are they? To be fair, Tyson Fury fought him 3 times in his country. Come on. All these other lot didn't even dream Wilder's name. Well, okie dokie. That's about it. So that's the Dylan White story with a bit of Audley Harrison thrown in. Who's your favourite Is it Dylan? Is it Audley? Who would win in a fight? Would Audley keep him at bay with that big jab, reaching, throwing a jab but jumping back 4 foot? Or would Dylan catch him with that left hook of his? Or what about that bolo punch that he throws? That's a good one, isn't it? You know what women throw in Witherspoons in Mexborough on a Saturday night? That big bolo one. Woo, over the top job. One of them, innit? If Dylan White were a fast bowler, he'd be bowling beamers, wouldn't he? Straight at your head that don't bounce. Club fighter, ham and egger. That's it. I want to fight Hughie Fury, do you, Dillian? You and Chisora. Woo! Squeaky bum there when Hughie were mentioned. Bit of a squeak from you and Eddie. Chisora's squeaking even more. But I'll tell you what, I bet Chisora goes to bed at night thinking about that £1,000,000. But if Hughie does him, and I think he would, he'd box his head off winning Chisora. I think Hughie beats Chisora, where does Chisora go then? So he'd rather get 2 mil and get flogged by Tyson a 3rd time, wouldn't he? These are warmongers, these! The can man, anybody who wants it can get it. This is what these things come out with. I'm a fighter and I love to fight. What's £1,000,000 they fight Hughie, Chisora? Oh, I don't want to fight you now. What, we said you're a fighting man. You want $1 million to fight Hughie? They've arranged £1,000,000 to fight you. You don't want to fight now. So who's in your ear? I thought you were this big fighting man. Don't be coming back in years to come, Derek Chisora, when you're 42 and Hughie's 32. Right? Wait, begging ball wanting 100 grand to fight Hughie because you're talking like Dave Allen. Because that's what happens in boxing. I watched some interviews Bricktop does. I was looking at some from a few years ago, and they called nearly everything correct. They always go back, running back to him, don't they? Look at Audley. He had to go back with begging ball, didn't he? Dude up my arse here, a Yaris. Oh, okie doke. Oh, I'm off over to Wakefield now. See my man in the dam. Alright, so everybody have a great weekend. What day is it? I don't know what day it is. Everybody have a great weekend. It's Friday tomorrow, isn't it? My weekends start on Friday, really. But everybody have a great weekend, and don't forget to watch that breakdown of Joshua's meltdown by Terry Chappendama. That's fantastic. That's the best bit of work that I've seen on social media in a long time. That's fantastic what he's done there, Terry. Might be on here. That's the best work I've seen on social media from anybody. We've gone blue today, blue with magic trees. Hey Terry, look who it is. He's begging me to go back in here.
Please.
He's begging me to
Russell.
go back. Come to see me, desperate mate. Nobody knows what they're doing up there now.
I've lost my way.
Yeah, Terry breaks it down perfectly. At Highfield Boxing, it's called. At Highfield Boxing. Alright? Twitter. Or he has a podcast on Apple and iSoundCloud or something, is it? Or whatever. Cloud Sound. I don't know. Or Apple. It's on. If you just Google the Beautiful Boxing Podcast. Or Beyond Boxing. Whichever one it is. I usually Google the Beautiful Boxing Podcast. Okay. But I thought the work that Terry's done is fantastic. Honestly, it's really, really good what he's done. And he needs to take a bow. So Terry Chappendama, take a bow, lad, take a bow. We've already had helmet votes for doing it, but you're going to get that off Joshua fans, aren't you, Terry? So you'll have to see if you're in helmets, Terry. If you are, mate. You've had helmet votes for it. Well, that tells you you're doing something good, mate, doesn't it? Hey? It tells you you're doing something good. So I'm going to go over here now, see my man, and then I think I'm just going to probably go for a game of snooker or something. I was fancy doing something different today. A game of pool. Okay. What's something else I wanted to mention? Oh, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, the Eddie Hearn show. I'll do something with that at Julian this weekend. Eddie Hearn's show. Lee Wood against Lara. Galahad Maxi Hughes, world title fight. Harper against Anna Rankin. Tell you what, Eddie stepped up to the plate there, hasn't he? Eddie's going to be unbearable if it's a barnstormer, but he stepped up to the plate there, hasn't he? 24th of September. Hey, that'll be funny, won't it? Andrew Bulkoff, who walks around telling everybody his name's Steffi Bull. Andrew Bulkoff, you know, the twerkinator. The twerkinator. Well, he's going to be at a press conference, isn't he, with Dennis Hobson. Dennis has got Anna Rankin, hasn't he? And obviously, Steffi Bull's got Terry Harper, who's moved up 4 weight divisions, I believe. 4 weight divisions since Boone Gardner put her into orbit. So since she's got down from orbit, she's moved up 4 weight divisions. You know, like you do, just 4 weight divisions. My fighters are like my family. Yeah, 4 weight divisions, eh? Unbelievable. This is how easy it is to pick titles up in women's boxing when you're at that level. 4 weight divisions, but so what you're going to see is a smaller fighter who fights backwards, going backwards basically, get on a bike and try and pick Anna Rankin off and just win on points, because other one's bull strong, isn't she? Do you know what I mean? Bane of my existence, oil tankers. Weirdo. So yeah, that's going to be interesting, isn't it? Eh? Anna Rankin against Terry Harper, the belter. Terry Harper, the belter. Terry Ticket Seller Harper. Should be a good fight, that, but it's a good show, that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Peace out.